years, just over now. I started my martial arts training when I was 12 years old, and now I'm 42. So you do the math, yeah? 12 years old, started martial arts, and then now I'm 42. So that's just a little bit over 30 years if you include the months. Now, what this is you're about to see is me drinking some coffee. Hold on. I'm going to use this space here to do some stretching. Now, at my current state of health and fitness, where I am now, on a quick bit of a note, quick note, I want to say that we're not doing loads of Kung Fu, okay, in this video. It's titled as a workout video. You must keep that in mind, okay? So you'll be seeing various Kung Fu positioning kind of thing in it. But this is a workout that I do every day for my martial arts, but it's also for my whole life in general, okay? So I will be doing other videos showing actual Kung Fu and training Kung Fu, but my whole life is about martial arts. I mean, it's a big factor in my life. And always will be a driving force in my life. I'm also an animator. I do animation. Excuse me. I'm a human being. I'm a good husband, hopefully, to my lovely wife. Family man, you know, I do art, I do animation digitally, hand drawn, you know, old school frame by frame art, animation. I do short films, I write books, self-help books, martial arts, philosophy. I follow the principles of the Tao. I'm not religious, but it's a Taoist principle. I follow like the philosophy of like yin and yang, as written about by Lao Tzu in his book, the Tao Te Ching. I'm British, I'm from the UK, I'm from London, where I was born. You know, some of my earliest years grew up in a place that's really rough now, I hear, called Peckham. But I grew up in London, okay, and halfway through my life, around the age of 22, I moved to China. Martial arts have always kept me going. I've had various different teachers throughout my life, okay. Yeah. And back years ago, I was really flexible and everything. I was in good shape, but I've never been the toughest guy. I mean, you can see I'm not a muscle man. I'm not some big muscle, you know, I'm not some extremely fit athlete that you might see online. But these days, I just do basic stretching and basic strength in there. But I've been feeling really weak and tired lately. I'm really strong because I do a daily workout, but it's like within my own strength, not comparing to anybody else. There's always people in a worse shape than you, you know, when they're not taking care of themselves. But yeah, as there are those who are in a better, you know, level of mental or physical fitness. But it's mind and body, you know. It's most important. You need to have a balance of both. Well, what I'm saying is like I've been really overcooked. I've been beaten down. When I was a young boy, I was bullied. When I was living in London, I was mugged a lot. I've been lucky to not have gone through so much hell that some people have gone through. Put it that way. Yeah. But as I said, I've got a lot of different stories I can tell. Oh man, that coffee's good. Hope you guys are doing okay. But yeah, I've been sharing thousands and thousands of videos, my short movies that I make, my music. I create music too. I do rap music. I do all kinds of music. I'm not some expert. I just do it for fun. You know, I was born in the 80s, so I grew up in the 80s. I love life. You know, I'm not a tough fighter or anything like that. No way. So I mean, there's so many people in this world that could just beat me up. But it's like I've been lucky to get away with, you know, to still live. Basically, in this world, the world's getting really dangerous now. I'll put it that way. Anyway, so what do I believe in? I believe in just creation, you know, and making the most of your life. So what I do every day is I come in this spot here and I just start working out and doing some basic stretching. So what you're going to see is just basic stretches. I'm going to start while I'm talking to you now. Let's just get on with it. It's live, okay? It's live and it's also a live recording. That's the great thing about YouTube live videos and various platforms. They allow you to have your videos still up. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of I mean, there's things like Twitch, the game streaming site, you know, where people stream gameplay from playing games, and it's all about, you know, I don't know what it's all about, but it should be about the games rather than these people talking too much smack. But you know, I mean, that's the one thing I don't like, all the ego in the world, all the nonsense of it. But yeah, I'm just saying, like on Twitch though, apparently they don't keep your live streams up. That's what I've heard. So you can stream a video and then it doesn't keep it up, you know. They just take it down straight away. With YouTube, at least when I do these streams, the videos are still up there. Bear in mind, you're not going to see me doing backflips. You're not going to be seeing me doing fancy kung fu moves in this video, in these workout videos. It's titled as a workout video, don't forget. You're not going to see the best camera angles even. I'm very sorry. I'm trying to give you the angles I can within this space. You're not going to see the most amazing feats of strength, you know. You're not going to see that. Okay? You're not going to see it because it's, you know, you're not going to see that. But I just am doing whatever I can, and it's in life. Seeing is believing, but feeling is the truth. I'm quite a deep person. I used to say I'm a philosopher, but I don't class myself as that as such. I can't just say a philosopher. I mean, a philosopher, it's just talking about the mind, you know what I mean? Whereas when I'm saying that I follow this philosophy of the Tao, of Yin and Yang, as written by Lao Tzu in his book, The Tao Te Ching, and I do speak Chinese, as I say. This guy is amazing, wonderful, wise man of the time. He was talking about ultimate truth in nature, and that's what we need to understand. There is a thing called nature, you know what I mean? It's an actual reality, like the physical world we live in, you know. Sorry, the universe, all of it, you know, everything that is. So if we study absolute truth at the fundamental core, everything, the building blocks of everything, have two sides, and that is yin and yang, right? Doesn't matter what you believe, it doesn't matter what, if you're religious or whatever, but there are two sides to everything. You said, well, yeah, okay, Rich. My name is Richard, as I say, Wushu Richard online, you know, because I've done Wushu training and stuff in the past as well. I'm saying, like, you know, you might say, well, okay, Richard, but that's just a philosophy. You know, philosophy is a philosophy. Yeah, but no, it's not just a philosophy, it's an actual fact. It's an actual fact. So I don't just follow some ancient text, you know, that I think is great, you know, or it's very philosophical and poetic in my mind, or I'm just, you know, I'm into this, or the mystic of the East. It's not about that, okay? This is about reality. It's not about cultures which people make, society which people make. It's not about any of that. People, a group of people following this or that system. It's not about that. This is real reality. We make up so much nonsense in this world. So many people do. It's collectively. We just say, oh, this is the culture, you know. Well, think about what we're doing, though. I think everything should reflect nature. Now, what we do for ourselves, in society, making a society which is not really existing. We make society on top of the planet Earth, right? Well, what we do as a species of human beings, that we should do things that reflect our needs and the strength that we could be together if we looked after each and every individual, starting with understanding self-respect. Just checking if there's any viewers. Nobody yet. So here I am, just doing some basic stretching. Now, I want to give you a quick warning. It's nearly 1 o'clock, and I've got family saying that they're coming home at any time between 1 and 2. It's my day off today, one of my days off, and I'm always so happy and so lucky when I get a day off because, you know, slaving, which is what I call it, slaving, doing a job you don't like doing, doing things just to waste your time and energy, draining and exhausting you, hours upon hours of grueling slavery is what I call it, for, to make a living. I'm saying, what a way to say it, make a living, earn a living. It's just awful. If you like your work, okay, good. And if you love your work, even better. And if it's your passion already, the kind of thing you like, yeah. But if you've tried everything you could to do the things you like, and there's just no openings for you in society, and the way, the structure is, the structure, I mean, the broken structure, the system itself, that you can't do the things that, reflect you and your gifts, your abilities, your actual abilities. This is not excuses, making excuses for the world, for yourself, blame the world. No. I mean, if you literally are working in a job and you can't stand it, like me, I fucking hate my job. Excuse my language. Not the strong language I use of fucking shit. It's not that. It's not what you say or what you do. It's the intentions behind it that count, that makes the person. So standing strongly for the truth of things, the good, the value of all life, health of mind and body. This is what you want to do in life, have that. Okay? Now, but if you don't love your work, you're just wasting your time and it's exhausting. So this is my day off, as I say here. And usually I'll take my time to do a nice good work, have them top to bottom, the whole body. I'll go through stretches, squats, leans, different kinds of stance work. Just postures, mate, holding different postures. Very, very basic exercises, as you can see. It's nothing fancy at all. No, I'm not perfect. I'm getting these fidgets here with my right foot. What's he doing? Tap dancing? Is it Michael Jackson? Because I get some kind of OCD kind of habits and things where I'm trying to get my body in the right position. I feel comfortable, Remember, seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. Our feeling is the truth. You might get someone who looks like he's an idiot in what he's doing. But that guy might have some real good abilities. You might have someone who looks so great and intelligent or smart or strong or able, and that person doesn't have any skill at all. Seeing is believing, rich or poor or whatever. The feeling is the truth. It's all about feeling. It might not look right, or it might look funny, or it might look great, it might look right. But you'll be surprised to know. It's like society, is that everything it seems? It's a monopoly, it's a circus act, the whole society you see around you. People living in image. Ego, most of society, let's face it. So I've just got my own way of exercising, as I say. Now I keep looking up at the camera there. I don't want to keep looking up all the time, it's pretty high. So sorry for not looking at the camera constantly, but I'm looking up and I'm really impressed with the quality of my phone camera. I've not got it on the highest quality of anything at the moment, but it's good enough and it's high, much better than my last camera. This is the front camera. You've got the front camera and the back camera, as I say, and this is just, I think it's really, really good. It's nice and bright. The screen that's nice and clear. Yeah, absolutely awesome. I'm so happy with it, this particular new phone that I've got. And my phone's always been a camera to me. Video camera, Well, the training that I've filmed over the years, you'll have seen me training martial arts in the snow, different parts of China, as a daily life routine. You'll see freestyle training that come through on the streets, in parks, literally on mountains, in snow, in sun, rain, tropical places. You see me training indoors, you see me training in hotels, you see me training in toilets on long distance trains across the country. Yeah, You see me training on staircases. You see me training in many different homes, places I've had to live, houses. You see me training with people, and then mostly by myself. I know you guys have not seen hardly anything from my teachers, hardly anything over the years, but thanks to those people who have stayed with me watching my videos since 2008. The first video I uploaded on YouTube was in 2007, and I've had so many channels since then. As I always say, train hard and stay safe, and martial arts is the thing I promote a lot of, because martial arts is about inaction, well-being of yourself. But what it is because I've gotten older now, I'm 42, I'm not in the exact same good shape that I was when I was younger. And I'm not training everything I used to do martial arts-wise because of time and various factors, work, all kinds of shit, right? That take up my time and energy and age, But it's like, I'm still doing what I can, and in a lot of other areas, I'm much better than I used to be in some areas. But I'd say in the last couple of months, it's been really, really tough. Really tough. I've been going through a hard, a lot of difficulty trying to keep up the training a certain way, just these specific basics. But martial arts is about self-discipline. It's about self-discipline. So you see me, I'm rambling, I'm just rotating my hips and shaking my hips and stuff here. I'm not dancing, I'm not trying to gesture to some go-go girls. I'm not trying to tell them, this is what I need. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to do whatever, a dance video to impress any women who might be watching on YouTube, okay? I mean, it's not my fault if your dude can't thrust his hips like this. You know what I'm saying, Kurt? Yeah, bro. I got a sense of humor too. That's why I do. Ain't no Looney Tune, bro. Yeah, Kurt. Keep it real, there. I'm just joking. I do different voices and different accents too, and different voices because I've always done that. My own kind of voiceover, for my films and my animated characters that I create. So I do create animation and I make my own shows, so big passion of mine. But animation takes a lot of work, it really does. And with everything I've got on my plate at the moment to deal with, wow, it's tough. So there's not much time to do as much as what I'd like to be doing. So, back to what I was saying. So I was trying to say to you guys, okay, that I'm really sorry if this video cuts out. Like, I might have to stop this workout video soon if my family comes back through the door. My family's out at the moment, and they're going to come back soon. And I can't have people walking around in the background carrying shopping bags and talking and stuff while I'm doing this on the camera, right? But I do need the time to get on with this and get my workout done. I'll be stretching my legs and all that. I'll be doing a lot of exercise. You can check on my channel and you'll see a lot of videos of me working out, and you'll see the kind of exercises that I do, or some of the exercises that I do, But as for martial arts and kung fu training in general, you'll be seeing more videos of that, okay? I will make more videos showing actual techniques, okay? So don't worry about that. They will be classed. If you see videos like that, they will be titled properly, like martial arts or kung fu tutorial or kung fu demonstration or kung fu training. Yeah. But a kung fu workout or a kung fu man me workout is literally a workout video. It's not that I'm doing loads of kung fu here per se in this video. It is a stretch workout. But if it doesn't have the word workout, if I don't type the words workout in the title and it just says kung fu such and such, kung fu training, kung fu techniques, kung fu tutorial, kung fu practice, well, that is literally kung fu. You'll see the martial arts, me doing the techniques. Okay? But what this video is just me, no boasting, just Richard, you know, a Kung Fu man, because I do train Kung Fu, you know. And it's a daily workout that I do. It says workout, so, because that's what I'm doing my workout for that. So you'll see martial art techniques here and there throughout the workout a little bit, like the postures, the structures. But it's not going deep into techniques and just going into it. It's just deep working out. This is grueling. It looks boring. It looks like simple, but this is like everybody's body's different. You know, my body goes through hell trying to do this. Like from what I've done, what I've had to do in the week, like everything I have to do in the week, work-wise, it's exhausting. My body's like wrecked at the moment. My feet, my shins, my legs here, my hips, my back a bit, everything's stiff. My shoulder, I feel absolutely fucked, right? Absolutely in a lot of discomfort I am. So I'm not somebody like in the best of physique, alive, you know, really active. I'm absolutely in discomfort right now because of what I've had to go through recently with work and all the pressures that society has put on me to try to always be against me. So I try, you know, really harder and harder to try to, you know, they're trying to bring about the decline of my health and beat me like before age does almost. Beat me down. It's really, really tough. I need to catch up on sleep. You know, the body needs sleep and the body needs time to recover and then do working out, then recover from that. And time to live as a human being and relax and not have to rush things like eating or limit things like eating or sleep or being able to wash or have peace of mind and body to do other things. It's just work, constantly work. And it's just, it's a miracle I can even do a bit of stretching like this and do a video, you know. But what I'm showing, no matter who you are, is I don't care what you want to do fitness-wise. You can go running or swimming or working out in the gym on the machines, strength, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying ultimately, one body, you have to respect yourself. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. Help yourself, you know. That's my message. You know, regardless of it, regardless of how they're treating you in this world, whoever, you know, make sure that you know, help yourself always. You're one body, literally. One body, that's all you got. You know? Literally one body. And that's all you've got, mind and body, you know. So you got to value yourself and respect yourself in action. In action, yeah. In action. Still looking for viewers. I don't think I've got any there. If you're seeing this video at any time, I hope it brings you a laugh or brings you a bit of a... My messages get across, you know. I hope you hear what I'm saying. Because it is your life. And it is your life at the end of the day. This is my life. Okay, good. When you finish doing some good stretching, like top to bottom, I mean, I usually take about 1 hour to 2 hours every day now. 1.5 hours to 2 hours, something like that, easily. I can, because it takes a lot of work. I can't just like do a few stretches and that's it. I have to go thorough, because it's getting harder as you get older. I'm 42 plus, you know, 42 and a half almost. So I'm just saying, okay, it's not easy, especially with all this shit upon me, like the kind of work I have to do is difficult, you know. There's jobs that are more difficult or easy in physical and mental. Difficult or easy in physical and mental. There are jobs in different areas. That one will be better or worse in that area, harder or easier in that area. See, so, but it's like for the individual person as well. I can literally only do what I can. You know what I mean? Okay. You know, yeah, so take care of yourself, you know, with self-respect in action and non-action as well, like, you know, as an action. action can be a non-action, and non-action can be an action. So sometimes, think about that one. Or see that one. See, there's thinking about things, and then there's seeing things. There's seeing things without thinking. See, and then there's thinking things without seeing. So that you have to understand both as one. You know, but then there's also seeing things and thinking things at the same time, and it becomes a very strengthened perception, which is not a real thing, because seeing is believing, but feeling is the truth. So you have to be able to really connect with reality, not just make it up in your mind, because your eyes have seen it and your mind paints the rest of the story out. Sometimes you see a little of something with your eyes, and the mind paints an even bigger picture. It adds to it. Ah, that's what it is. Oh yeah, okay, I know it. You know, you exaggerate on things. You know, well, that's not the way to go either. You know, so it could be the other way. Like you see a lot of the world, and the mind paints a little picture of it. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, nothing. I get it all now. Yeah, no. Okay. There's more to be seen. You know, and you think you've seen everything. Actually, you've seen very little. And there's more to be, and there's less to be thought. You see a lot. You know, you see a little of something, and you're thinking so much. No, things simply are as they are sometimes. The thing is, you can't trust always what you see. And some people ask the question, why can't I? Which is a very ignorant thing to say, because what you see is you. You don't actually see the thing necessarily. You know, I believe our senses are there to help us be better readers of the world of life, you know, the world around us and ourselves. It doesn't mean that it's not the outside world, see, it's the self. Be one with the self, you know. That's what you want to do, be one with the self. I've got a big feeling today that this video I'll have to stop soon, because my family is going to come back, okay? So you're not going to see me going down into deep stances and training too deep. I don't even think, we'll see, because whenever they come back, I'll just stop the video, okay, guys? And you'll see more. Soon, we'll see. I'll try to do what I can now. Whatever we can do, we'll do. Whatever will be, will be. Ta-ra, ta-ra. Oh, it's a love life, man. Love your life, man and woman out there. Love your life. All people, you know, men and women of the world. Love your life. You only get one chance. It's beautiful, unless you believe in other things, reincarnation and such. You know. Oh, you're back. Wow. Just do what you can. You know? Exercise-wise, just do what you can. I like to put my foot by this wall here. It just clamps me in place when I do certain stretches. I'm saying, like this. Say, put my foot by the wall, just twist my upper body and lean and stuff. Yeah, you know. Now this side. So I saw somebody doing it online. That's pretty cool, you know. So I started to do it as well. I tried it and it worked for me. I don't just follow people blindly, you know. If I want to stand here and just do it here, it's fine. It's all about feeling. Oh, yeah. Let me try over here. So use your surroundings by all means to help you, see? By all means. Like this here. I can use my surroundings. And don't think too much, feel. Yeah. So I grew up watching a lot of martial arts movies, like a lot of people did. But for me, it wasn't just the fantasy and the fiction. It was a real looking into the martial arts themselves, the kung fu techniques, you know, the useful fighting abilities, and like the philosophy and everything too in there. martial arts is amazing, you know. And even though there's a lot of films in the 80s and 70s, some of the 90s and 2000s, let's just say, you know, the 70s and 80s, to me, were the golden era, I'd say, kung fu martial art films. The 90s, there's some good bits and pieces, but, you know, you got more or less and less in the 2000s. And it's so sad to see what's happened, but there's a Hong Kong cinema, Hong Kong martial arts, kung fu, you know, and all that. Very, very sad, because I grew up with all the classics, you know. I love Shaw Brothers movies, all that stuff. But, you know, what can you do, you know? You breathe. Because these movies were fictional stories about trying to help anyone who watches them to get something from you. You can benefit from just watching it as a form of entertainment, and it's got like positive messages in them, you know what I mean, in these stories. So it's like, when I watch these movies, I'm like, flipping hell, you learn some positive messages. It's a fictional story. You can watch it as if you're watching a cartoon or a movie, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's got realness in there too, even the techniques, the fighting techniques, the martial arts and the strength training. I mean, yeah, it's traditional arts, and in real life, certain techniques might not be done exactly like this or that, like sequences of fighting, action. It's just choreography in a film, yeah. But the thing is, the truth remains that these traditional martial arts are real. There's exaggeration of things that you can do, but in terms of fighting technique, like how you move and how you work and use your body or use anything in life, it's down to you. Nobody can tell you that that doesn't work. This technique or this technique followed by that technique, or how you adapt it or defend yourself. So I just watch these films like that, you know. You know what I mean? It's like if you watch a sword fight. Let's say you watch a sword fight in a movie. Oh, he blocks the sword, the two swords hit, he turns around and does this and blocks another, strikes the other, and the two swords clash, you know, and he ducks back and he slashes the guy's legs. And it looks really cool in the film, and you say, that was good, but in real life it wouldn't happen like that. Bullshit. That's not true. It could happen like that. Someone comes swinging, I could cover myself without a block with that sword. I might turn around from behind me and chop from that side. In the ancient days, fighting with swords. So it's not to say that nothing actually works just because it's all fanciful in a film. It's how you move and react in real life. There might not be cameras, there might not be the most fancy setting, and you know, you're doing like 15 techniques, boom, boom, boom. No, but it's like, to say that things don't work is ignorance. So I've always had this dream of being a fight choreographer too for films, and just from what I know, I mean, I've seen some bad ones as well as some good ones. So it's like, I look at it like, well, I know some stuff about filmmaking, and I know some stuff about fight choreography and the look of things. I'm a very visual person. I do art, I do animation, as I say. So like my whole life I've been drawing since the age of 4. I've been drawing roughly around the age of 4 I started drawing. So I'm doing animation now, right? And it's like, I've got my own vision. I don't just copy this and that's that. I love anime cartoons and stuff, you know. I grew up like watching Hong Kong movies, you know, kung fu movies, and then Japanese anime, Chinese martial art movies, Japanese stuff. I love it all, you know. Anything from the martial arts world, samurai, ninjas, and you know, all that stuff, right? Karate, kung fu. But what I'm trying to say is, like, it's like I've got a big deal of respect for these ancient Eastern martial arts, you know, and the philosophy, and it's like it helped so many people, and I believe you can teach people a lot more through a fun movie or some storytelling. Anyone, even if they don't do martial arts, about the honour, the value of human life, and being a hero somewhat. And you don't have to get into every fight. You know, the hero in yourself. There's a hero in all of us, you know. And it's like, I mean, there's a champion in all of us. I'd say that. Right? I'm not going to break out into a Stan Bush song at this point in time. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not cheesy. It's not corny. Okay? It's like I share the goodness of the martial arts, you know. And I believe there's more you can share in that than there is if you were just in a ring fight. You know, in a ring fight, just fighting. martial arts goes deeper than fighting. It's not just fighting. Okay, there's a lot of fighters and people in the world who are always fighting. This whole world's going crazy with wars constantly, fighting. You've got governments, and I think I see ego all round. I'll be honest with you. Ego here and ego there when it comes to, society in general. The governments that run certain countries and presidency. It makes you wonder what is going through people's mind. It's just constant power. That's all it is with people. Constant power all the time. They always want more and more power. And I'm looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, what happens to the human being? What about the human being? Do you know? Hold on 1 second, guys. People wasting their life force, on this promotion of hierarchy and competition in society, and societies and battling with the world. That's the whole problem. They're constantly trying to prove something to the world. This floor's so damn slippery. I'm telling you. I put a bit of water on my feet. Hold on. So it's not the way to go. It's not the way to go. It's not the way to go at all. Where in life, it really isn't the way to go. Ultimately, what you really want to do is have pure peace inside yourself, so that you can train yourself without distraction, so that you may have powers, that you might defend yourself in a situation where the odds are against you. That's what it's about. Where the odds are against you. So it's not about just. It's not just about just wanting to fight. No way. Or show something. Now, I've got big respect for some of the old legends. You've got Benny the Jet Urquidez as well. Okay. Who's still sharing, I believe, to this day in martial art techniques. He's sharing and training methods to this day. I mean, Chuck Norris is very old now. Bruce Lee's not with us, obviously. I grew up watching Jet Li movies. Jet Li and Jackie Chan and all the classics. Gordon Liu, Yuen Biao, Korean and Yuen Wu Ping's choreography. Sammo Hung, Donnie Yen, yes. I grew up with these people. I watched Van Damme films. I've got respect for all the martial artists out there. Cynthia Rothrock, Scott Atkins, Michael Jai White. The list goes on. Okay. So many amazing martial artists. Have to mention Daniel Bernhardt while he's here. Don't mention him enough. Respect to Keanu Reeves, fair enough. All these legends, but Gordon Liu, obviously, Liu Jialiang, Lao Garden, I don't pronounce his name. These people, okay, from the old school, all the classics, Jimmy Wang Yu, Wang Jun Lee, obviously, all the classics of the old people I don't even know the names of. Carter Wong, if you know. So there's people that I respect big time, But I was going to say also, Richard Norton. We just sadly, very sadly, lost Richard Norton recently, and I'd like to say that man, I always remembered him for being a baddie, like in the Jackie Chan movies or certain movies. And I liked him in a way. He was a fun sort of character. But I didn't realise that he was a really good martial artist, and he had so many martial art movies where he's the star and the good guy. And he's such a humble and really, really good guy. Martial artist. He carried what it meant to be a martial artist. it's just simple as that. A martial artist, you know, he carried that message with him until his last days, you know. And I've been watching a few of his films, and I really like him a lot, you know, a lot. So it's a very shame that we lost him. So, you know, rest in peace, Richard Norton. You know, I've got to say, I'll make another tribute video or something nice. So I was going to do that anyway. You know, I will be doing it. It's not as simple as that. I just mention it and that's it. He's a legend, the guy. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, great. But I want to say, Tony Jaa's great too. Respect to the man. Steven Seagal, massive respect for Steven Seagal. As a martial artist, like people don't know that he's the legend. Man. When it comes to Aikido, effective, good, real Aikido. Respect for Masaki Hatsumi, various martial artists I've known over the years online. So obviously Danny Lasanta was a legend, right? Got people like Gary Lamb and Master Wong. Obviously, you know, Larry Tatum, Kemper. Ed Parker, you know, rest in peace, you know what I mean? Bruce Lee and their family, you know, all the families. All sorts of Jackie Chan, obviously Jackie Chan, legend. Legend. Bobby Yen still doing his thing. A lot of these fight choreographers. Massive respect for the Martial Club at the moment. Martial Club, look them up. Fuck, so it's good my name. Martial Club. Them guys are doing it. They're keeping it alive, and this is keeping the Kung Fu alive, you know, and the Kung Fu filmmaking, the art of it. Wow. Incredible. There's another guy, I don't know his name, another Hong Kong guy as well, who's an older sort of master. He's great. I've got respect for all the people training martial arts, you know, the Shaolin, the Wudang as well. Old masters in their 80s, 90s, 100 or whatever, who are doing amazing training too out there now. And then young ones that are actually picking it up and going into traditional martial arts too. Especially ones from those certain cultures where I came from who are doing it. Yeah. I've got a lot of respect for certain people. I'm not one who's a big fan of when it comes to sports fighting, but I do appreciate, you know, the training it takes and the discipline in people like that. Bo Cow, is it? The Muay Thai legend, you know, things like that. Boxers like Manny Pacquiao, all the legends, obviously Mike Tyson, Manny Pacquiao. And boxing's boxing and kickboxing is kickboxing, but it's like still a martial art in a way, you know what I mean? The spirit of martial arts, the spirit of good creation. I see good spirits like martial arts. It's just people I love growing up who've been such inspirations to me. I love their personality and character. Bob Ross, the amazing artist. His spirit was like martial arts, pure and strong. Robin Williams, a wonderful, funny man. Amazing, clever man. And so good, you know, you could tell he had a good heart. Jim Carrey, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Stallone, obviously, and Schwarzenegger, let's just say, I like Stallone, Rocky and that, you know. Okay. So there are people out there who are gifted, you know what I mean? Artists like who I've loved watching growing up, like the last 10 to 20 years, like Kim Jong-gi, a Korean artist who was an absolutely amazing drawer. He drew these massive big murals from his mind with such depth and perspective, just using a black pen from his mind. Comic book anime kind of style, like, incredible. And without any guidelines or anything, or erasing anything like that, he just drew it all out, boom, from his mind. Amazing. It takes such a level of a certain kind of training, do you know what I mean? You can train your whole life to do that, Muay Thai or kickboxing, you know. But if someone's doing a specific kind of Tai Chi form, Tai Chi or something like that, something, you know, Bagua or something, a kind of traditional martial art, it's a different kind of training. So it's just different. Someone who does ballet, someone who does yoga, someone who does, you know, rock climbing, whatever. They're different kinds of disciplines. We should be using the human body and mind to do things that help us as individuals. So even me in this video, what am I doing? I'm not doing paragliding or abseiling. I'm not doing a deep sea scuba diving or the most amazing martial arts or breakdancing demo you've seen in your life. You know, physical feats of strength and the strongest man in Mr. Olympia body, but it's not at all, is it? It's just me doing this. And when you see some people that are in wheelchairs and they can't walk, or they've had half their body just suddenly just ripped off by a train or something, or they've lost their vision, or there's people in hospital with cancer, different kinds of diseases when they're in a vegetative state, people that are, you know, like that, you feel, you know, I should value my body that I've got here and mine, not just go to work every day, brainless like a robot. Think about the value of your life, do something you enjoy, and give yourself some exercise as well. Mind and body power to get through all kinds of shit. Illness, stress, hassle, the outside world outside of you, you are you. Keep yourself in the core essence of self, ready for life, always. It's in you, it's the driving force. You know, respect the blood, the bone, everything that you're made of, the atoms and cells, you know. This is my message to the world, and if people don't want to hear it, plenty of negative messages out there too that people are posting online, as you can see. Hatred, ego, showing off, all this stuff. That's all it is, promoted these days, mostly. And it's very sad. It's okay to have a laugh whenever I say, look at this skinny guy in the room doing some moves. Yeah. You know, I can laugh at myself too, but some people, they're living a life of misery. All they know is live by the mask and the gun. Bombs, you see it all over the place. You know, protests, riots, wars, fighting, gang banging. There's people that are doing terrible things. They're hooked on addictions and stuff. They're making everybody suffer, making themselves suffer. And they're just bad mouthing everything, glorifying violence, greed, and confusion, which makes them even more angry than they were in the beginning, which they should. You should be trying to get rid of anger in yourself, you know. It's okay crying out and calling mum, dad, or God, praying to God. But how are you thinking? How are you living? You're going around living like this in a destructive way to yourself and everything, like a fire burning itself and everything up with it. You know, where's the cool down? Where's that water to cool down? You can call it out for God to help you. But what do you think he's going to think unless you start changing yourself? I'm not even religious, I'm just saying, what do you think the truth's going to be? If you continue to punch yourself in the face and say, somebody help me, you're the one giving yourself that. And it's like, not only that, it's like, you know what I mean? How can anybody really help you to understand, first and foremost? You can lock a man in prison. He doesn't know what he's done is wrong necessarily. He doesn't feel and understand this is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. All he knows is, shit, I got caught by the cops. It's a game. And when half his body gets blown off, he rolls in a wheelchair onto a stage with a bunch of young people there, and the guy's covered in tattoos. He might be 50, 60 something years old. Like, yeah, man, I used to be, you know, in some gangs and stuff, you know, bro. But then I found the peace of the trust in God. Maybe he become religious, so who knows? But I put trust in God, man. You know, and he's promoting his next rap album. I like rap music. I do it as well, you know. I'm saying, and the guy's promoting. And I'm trying to help the youth. Okay, good. You're trying to do a good thing. But people listen to this man who's got scars, stabbed, he's had drug addiction, he's been in prison for things, he's got half his body blown off. He might even be a soldier who saluted the flag. Some kind of hero there. Well, I want to say, like, have you ever thought about if someone, like some person who was dressed in normal clothes, who came on the stage and was to say something, I don't care if it's a fucking TED talk or a bed talk, I'm just joking, right? But someone there, you say, well, this guy's got nothing to him, he's just a nerd. The young people watching it, who's this guy? Yeah, so you've got all your bodies intact, you don't have a load of tattoos and scars and whatever the fuck, you've been stabbed here, shot in the head 6 times. He's not a warrior, man. He's not a real one. He ain't a real one, Kurt. Yeah, you know the real one, no? You wouldn't? It's like you're ready to hear the war stories of someone who pulled themselves through things. Oh, man, he's a legendary real life Rambo, but you're not ready to listen to this guy who's lived in a world, a chaotic world, but he's avoided all the hassle. How the hell did you do that? How the hell did this guy get through so many years of his life? And you're telling me you've got peace in you. You don't have that many stories to tell about it, fights and war. Oh, he's inexperienced, man. No, he is experienced. How the fuck did you do that? You know, this is a hard life for a lot of people to get. How do you get by without all that stress and or various things? You can learn from all people, but you should learn not to follow, you know, those mistakes of the past, mistakes of your own or others. That you may be on a stage one day in a wheelchair, half your body blown off with gunshot wounds in your head. And I've been fighting for years. I've been fighting for years. And I used to do cocaine. And when I was in prison, everybody listened to me. I was the gang ruler of the streets, man. You know, like, whoa, man, he's a legend. You know that guy? I want to be just like him. Nah, bruh. Wake the fuck up, you know. You know, we don't want to be like him. Trust me. You want to be better. You want to be, not to compare with people, but like, you want to be at peace with yourself always. Now, cut the bullshit out now. Don't go talking about legends later on. How many people you've done wrong or got revenge on, or how many people you've ran from, or how you escaped from your life, from so many difficult situations that you put yourself in. You know. Yeah, man, the cops put the drugs in the hood, man. So what could we do? The cops put the guns in the drugs and the weapons in our hood, man. So they did it. What could we do? We just shoot the fuck up out of each other and take drugs all day, man. You give us this life, bro. Fuck you, it's your fault. Bah, bah, bah. And you teach that to your kids all the time. That ain't what it's about. It's not a race thing either. It's none of that. I'm just saying this kind of mentality, right? It's always somebody else. You can't take attitude, you can't take responsibility for yourself. You say, well, you do, but you can't help it because you lived in a certain place. Well, that's like me. Well, I grew up in certain places. I moved halfway across the world because I couldn't survive. I had a lot of shit, you know. I couldn't afford certain things. And people say, oh, you're a white guy. The opportunity's right there. You're British. Why isn't it right there for you? They don't understand. They don't see. It's not the same for everybody. That street you live on, or that place you've been, or where it is work, and there's many factors that make a person's life. But not all in all, I've never been a drug addict. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't take alcohol or drugs or anything like that. I don't compete with people. I don't follow society in the ways of people. I'm not trying to sell myself constantly. I've lived in many different places, and you know, I know that I had to learn a new language. I've been like literally like a recluse almost. I've been like just me and my martial arts, living like a monk. That's how I live. You see what I'm saying? So I've been training like that since I was young anyway. And I'm able to see the good in life. I can see, I'm not distracted by the negative ways, which is fear expressed from people. Fear of just, they haven't even got self-peace, a lot of people, you know what I mean? So I don't have that in me, that same kind of fear, you know? I know how to breathe. You feel you breathing and say, this is fucking good, I can breathe here. I've got 2 lungs. Thank God, or thank whatever, I've got these lungs here, I can breathe. Thank God I didn't try and join a gang in some hood and get shot in the process or shot into doing it. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? Thank God I didn't get myself hooked on drugs. Thank God I've tried to reach and communicate with people. I tried so hard. I tried so hard. A bit like, was it Akon? We also got fucking, was it Linkin Park? Was it, I tried so hard and got so far. I'm just joking, but I'm just saying, at least me personally, I'm not talking about failure after failure in my life. I've seen the failure around me, but I've never been one to fall into the trap of their behaviour. I've seen people that hate life. I knew a police officer that took his life. I'm not going to go into detail. I know people that have been through shit, right? People that have tried to kill themselves. I never understand that bullshit. I've had abuse all my life, people giving me shit, you know? But it's like, one form or another, but it's like, I've never like taken it upon me and felt sorry for myself. Like, oh, I'm weak, and I never. Whatever you're feeling, it's your own life force, it's your own power. good or bad, you're feeling the strength ultimately. I've got to fight through this, this is bad. Bring yourself into more strength, you just feel life. It's not like one day I'm thinking I want to kill myself and the next day I'm like, you know what, no, I'm going to try and do better. No, that looking down on myself never comes into it. I'm just feeling good. If I'm feeling bad, it means I don't like the situation, so I want to live better, right? You can't be talking about, that, in a negative way. Your life falls. It's always telling you. Like your skin, when you get like a cut or a burn, your body's trying to heal itself. Trying to heal the scars. Your body naturally is very wise, more than the mind sometimes. It knows to sweat or shiver when it's hot or cold. It knows to try and fight through pain. The mind and body are powerful weapons, the tools, powerful for you. You have that martial spirit there inside. I don't know much about spirits and stuff inside the body. And I'm not an angel. But I live with that shining power inside me. I can switch on to that. I know what I'm about. And I get on with it. What I'm about, I don't play like other people with their lives, thinking like, because they feel such a victim constantly, but they're victims to their own laziness more than so many things. They really are. They really are. You know what I mean? So you want to really make sure that you do what you can to do good for yourself. When you're in a difficult situation in the world outside, external to you, world, I do what I can here before my family comes back. I'm going to do a little bit, whatever I can stretch. I'll stop the recording soon, But you know what I mean? I'll do what I can. And and when I'm in a difficult situation, I'll do what I can to maintain my focus and power. And when I'm just by myself at home, I'll do what I can when I'm relaxed as well. I'm not going to talk for a moment. I'm going to do a few exercises. And if I have to stop this recording in a moment, I will, okay, guys? The stream and the recording. It's a simultaneous stream and record, isn't it, basically? I'm going to focus on this technique here. My legs have been in a lot of pain recently. It's hard to just do these basic stances. These are like just very basic fundamentals. The floor is very slippery, as I say too. But it's like, it's not that my legs are that weak, it's just I've been so tired with what I've had to go through recently. Lots of walking and running as well. Anyone, if you don't keep it up, you get weaker, So you've got to do a little bit, whatever you can do. It's not about a show of competing, 50,000 push-ups. It's not about that, okay? Every little few seconds you do, is going to bring your power back gradually. So there's people who can't walk now. Remember, there's people, I'm not weak, man. I'm not weak. I'm just saying that there are people out there now in hospital who can't walk, literally in homes, and they can't even get out of bed. You know what I mean? I can get out of bed, so therefore it's a gift. I'm not going to fucking go down the street and be some slave for people, and that's it. I was getting some water for my feet just to make them a bit more sticky on this slippery floor, so I can get a bit more grip, for the moment. Little trick, okay? Little tip for you. Ready? That's better. See, that's much better already. Much better. Trying to get in the position. My right ankle's in a lot of discomfort lately, as I say. It's tough. Real tough. And You know, I go through different phases, like different, not mine, but like different times where I'm in better shape than others. Let's do some of that bow stance, get that in. Here. It's quite dark in this room, you know, it's like early afternoon, it's not even 2 o'clock yet. But it's like on the camera, it looks nice and bright, don't it? Which is cool, yeah. It was like that with my other camera too. Phone, you know. It's like, but this one's really good quality, as I say. So these stances make your legs stronger and more flexible. As I say, doing a little bit like that. You've got to fight it, the pain. Not harm yourself, but work yourself into some strength, you know. Mind over matter. It really is mind over matter, it really is. Just do what you can ultimately. Space wise too. Let's go. Good. The back. Also again. We'll do some more leg stretches in a moment. And squats and things. Back. And you get stronger. So. Nice and strong. The legs, you need that power in the legs. So, but the thing is, it's so slippery, this floor. Just do some stretches for a moment. I'll be doing more of that. So I might need to, I'm going to stop the video in a moment because my family's coming back. And this video, as I say, is not really a full-on martial arts technique workout video. This is just stretching, just basics, you know, as I already said. I'm happy you watched that. I've shared some philosophy. I've shared some, you know, some ideas, some food for thought. RIP, Chosen Ninja the Man. Few shout outs, Densley, Chuck, Max, Dan, you know who you are. Wayne, family, everybody, all the families, Mount Mountainous, Jason, Clyde McKenzie, Bill, if you're watching, Kenshin 715, you know, see, everybody, Marshall family, the Chosen Ninja, yeah, rest in peace. The same for Rick. So rest in peace, Rick. Chosen Ninja. Since that Greg's Park, I don't know if the guys, what happened to him. If he's out, I hope he's okay. No. A few stretches. I'll do some jumping jacks in a moment. I'll do about 26 of those. Good ones, I'm saying. But some of this stuff I have to do off camera. Some of the exercises I'll do more off camera because I think my family's going to come back in a moment. So they said around 2, nearly 2 o'clock now. So I've been working out for roughly an hour, right, so far. And it can take up to 2 hours, my workout, so I've been working out for roughly 1 hour, but it can take anywhere up to 2 hours these days to do a full workout. So I'm going to do a little bit more off camera, you know, just thoroughly get into it. So if it looks a bit rough, because I say I've been through a lot of stuff lately, my body's still trying to heal, and here I am doing this on top of like marathon length walks almost, and running and all kind of other stuff. It's crazy. Mind and body. You know, really tough shit, you know. So, stance work. This floor is so fucking hot, slippery, sorry. I would get my sweat from my head and rub it onto my feet. Tapped about a mountain climber of the self, climb the mountain of the self, you know. Sweat from the top, rub on the feet, your sticks in place, on the slippery floor, and I stand strong. Let's go. Mind of a matter. That floor is really, really, really slippery. Get a bit of water on the feet. Gotta keep fighting it. So, tiger, whatever you can do. That's good. Yeah, that's it. Forget the camera angle. Just focus on your feeling. I'm making this video for you guys to see, but it's like I can't be focusing on that. Do some splits quickly. Yeah. Just do whatever you can every day, every little bit. I don't care if you're fighting what kind of physical, you know, illness or whatever, or conditions. You don't compete with others. Just do what you can to help yourself. You know? That's the whole message. You haven't got to be a gangbanger, a drug dealer, a scumbag, you know, some slave basically following everybody else. I don't care who they are. People running whatever that you think they're running in your world. Come to self-respect. Then people that want people following them, you know, they haven't even got self-respect, see? But you think that they're powerful, you think they've got self-respect? Well, you might be under that illusion, but you should come to what is real self-respect. Be real, you know? Like you can't beat what's real. Be a real one, as they say. You know? Be a real one. See, so I want to take time on my workout. I don't want to take too much time up in my day, see? I've got people coming back, family in a moment, you know? So I need to stop this recording in a moment. You know, we're getting some good exercise in now. So a bit of stretching and going back down, strengthening the legs. Good stuff. Be careful with your joints, obviously. You know, like that. Yeah, good. Awesome. Slug in with that. Have a little bit, see. Oh, it's a technique. It's a technique. Good stretch. Set you up for some good martial arts. See? When you get nice and comfortable first, then you can start training your martial arts and all that. You know, this is just basic, you know, working out, as I say. It comes first. You'll do a load of push-ups or weights, you can do that if you want to. Just do what you want to do. You know? If it's not working, you come back and do it again. See? Tiger from here, tiger, cool. And open from the hips and the feet. Feel the connection between your wrists, your knees, your ankles, your feet, your hands, palms, your back, your lower back, see? Shoulders. So, I'm getting the OCD here sometimes, habits, but here we go. Palm to fist, see? Adjust if you need to, but come back. So where you feel more comfortable. Okay, let's go. Here. Do this one. I used to do this a lot. I used to go down and rest. I'm resting my arms on something. There. So more of these squats with the feet together. Just constantly strengthening the legs. It's good. It's real good. So some more squats here. Clamped up to the wall. Feet up. You haven't got to do it with the feet by the wall, but there's another one you can do, up and down. So you get that base when you're fighting, see? And you feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Breathing. I can't keep talking, it's hard to talk when I'm doing it. Not much to say anyway. But, yeah. See? Good. Swing backs. Good stuff. People are blowing my nose quick with some tissues. I'm nearly done with it. But yeah. Feel good, you know. So let's go. So we're going to do this now. See, when you know it's enough, you know it's enough. So if you've got to do more of this, you just got to do it. When your body's ready for the day, you know what I mean? So, just strengthen your legs. You know? You could put your foot by a wall. When you do, you want to get used to like not doing that. Try to get used to like just standing strong in your own strength. And it is your own strength no matter what, but you know what I'm saying? Knee up to chest, foot across. Yeah. I'm going to put your foot up on a bar or something, or a wall, and just stretch down. It's another way of stretching your legs. Or either side, you can do that. And good. This I do. Trust me, you don't have to spend all day or holding a certain position necessarily. Yeah. But you just do what you can to keep yourself in as good shape as you can. Yeah? Yeah, so you feel better then. I'm just stretching. I'm not kicking, I'm just stretching to prepare for fast kicks and stuff like that. No. It's just stretching. That's what this is. That floor, so fucking slippery, that floor. Fuck. It's more of a challenge, it's like training on ice, so I'm training to go through in that aspect too. It's not an easy thing to train on ice. Do you know what I mean? Okay, So good. Side kick stretches. Now, 1, up, 1, 2, back, 3, 2. Sometimes I find it good sometimes to do some other exercises, stretching and stuff, and then go back and do the stances sometimes too, like I did a moment ago here. Yeah, nearly done. Some basics today, thorough enough kind of thing. You know, I'm just saying. It's a mind thing, you know? Twisting. It's a twisting. It's a body alignment thing. It's a mind thing. Back straight, so it's a mind thing. It really can be a mind thing. That floor is so goddamn slippery. I should be wearing some trainers, like some shoes. It's weird because I mean, if I wear trainers, shoes, sneakers, I'll have a better grip. But sometimes it takes away from you trying to get that grip with your toes, your feet, you know, because you just rest into the position. But when you do this, you've got the full. See? Holding a few seconds, but you feel good. I hold it for a bit longer against the alignment of the slippery floor. Mind. Here. So you feel the power of it. Feel good, see? You know what I mean? Yeah. It comes together, see? This one. Excuse me. Every day I do this, every fucking day. On top of what I've got to deal with. And some days I don't get enough time for much. Like 2 days a week, I'll have 2 days a week where I'm really busy with certain things. You know, roughly. So I have to do a limited one. Let's do some, don't forget to do your wrists as well like this. Gradually just gently press. I'll do the gooseneck and then the other one, this one. And the feet together, the thumb, fingers together, so the thumb tucked in and also the fingers apart. Like that. Fingers apart now. Different one. Put this in the hand back. And this one. Good. More this. Your body will tell you when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Full range of motion, no? So, ready. See, I'm saying it tells you, see, you're more like connected. You've got that flow and you're the connection, you know. I'm imagining I'm holding a glass window in front of me to hold my back straight and sink. Because my mind's all over the place, feeling that slipperiness of the feet. I start to slip more. So you've got that strength in your body and mind and fall each other to like get into the real control. A few techniques in there. Okay. Wing chun. Do that. Good exercise. Different techniques. Other positions. Yeah. Couple more things to do, and we're nearly done with the main basic stretches. So I'll put it that way. So it's hard. I need to have a shave today as well. You know, a little thing like that. Shower, shave. You might have multiple in a day, showers wise. You gotta eat, you gotta do other stuff, bullshit related to work, fun stuff, family stuff, then my own creative stuff, as I live as an animator doing animation every day. And working and creating, you know what I'm saying? Relaxing, playing some games as well, enjoying some computer games. Shenmue's my favourite game series, I love them. I love the Street Fighter series too. You know, when it comes to anime, I love Fist of the North Star. I love the Yakuza games. Grew up playing some Zelda, Ocarina of Time and that. You know. So I love all classic games, you know. Don't get much time these days to do everything. If you're watching animes and doing everything, you know, the things I love. Health comes first, you just can't help that. So I can't do this in my free time. When am I going to do it, you know, health-wise? You have to try to get enough rest and sleep, mind and body. You know, and keep your head in some form of sanity and clarity. Edit videos that I've been doing. I have to sometimes edit videos. Right? I have to do things like, you know, things like that. You know, uploading stuff. So in the background, this is a live stream. I'm hoping it comes out. Okay, comes through. So I'll do some jumping jacks, and then I'm going to stand up by the wall with my back straight for a few seconds. With my back. I'm going to do some jumping jacks now. Let's go. I'll probably do a few things later on, like a few stances and stuff I'll go into and stuff at home in my free time to test myself. Like in the evening sometimes, I come over here, just go, get myself ready. That fucking ankle mine's pissing me off. That floor's so slippery. But, you know, anyway, let's not talk about that. Some days it's not so slippery. It's a strange thing. Good training for strength, you know. Do some jumping jacks in a moment. Let's go. Hold on. A couple of leans. Feeling good. I've got to do my back side kicks and my angle side kick stretches. Should say as well. So a bit more of this. I keep going between different techniques. It's like let's go. 26. I always do.